Welcome into TFW Live, the best kept secret in fantasy football, where we keep that week one feeling going all year long. I'm Donnie. That's Travie. No, wait, that's wrong. I'm Travie. That's Donnie. It's the old switcheroo. Welcome in, Whisper Nation. It's already popping off in here, Donnie. We got double digits in the chat, dropping those questions.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new to it. If not, welcome back in, Whisper Nation. A big shout out to you. And of course, shout out to those that subscribe via the $5 donation. If you want to join that list of amazing people, hit join next to the video now if you're watching on desktop. Otherwise, we're here, week 16. It is Christmas Eve. Happy Festivus, if you will. What is Festivus what Dwight celebrates? Or is
no,
it,
that's man. Oh, man.
What's his name? The guy that Dwight celebrates. Anyways, drop it in the chat. I don't know why I'm brain farting here right now. Probably because I drove 8 hours last night, 8.5 hours last night to New Mexico. But we're here. We're safe. We're here with Whisper Nation, and we are ready to answer some questions for you. So the big news here is we're here on a Saturday because Christmas Eve, the NFL put, I think, 10 games on today. We've got 8 morning and I think 2 afternoon. And then we're going to have a couple tomorrow.
11
and we obviously have 11 games. So we also have the night game. I think that's where I was forgetting.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Steelers and Raiders tonight. So a lot of stuff to get through. And obviously, this is your second round, or in some of you, it's your championship. But we see all your questions. We're going to get to them all. If you want an immediate answer, you can always hit us with that super chat, and we will get your answer set to the top here. I know Famed Tiger here saying, help me, screaming in the chat here, but we will get you think it was like a tiger roar?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll get to you. Donnie, any thoughts as we go into week 16 here, and where do you stand in some of your leagues?
Man, as y'all probably know, the fantasy gods were not good with me this year. I'm still in the listener league, which is going good. I have a dynasty league I'm in with like Bro Cal and Cast Pajamas, and I'm still in that as well.
Okay.
And otherwise, yeah, nothing. My wife though is in the championship this weekend for $100, so we need it.
So you're kind of like taking that as like the household, the marriage, the two of you have something going, and she's like, no, dude, this was all me. So F off.
Yeah. Exactly. While she's sleeping and I'm helping her set lineups.
Yeah, exactly. As she falls asleep, I steal her phone so I can change guys that she put in there already. No, I love it. Well, hopefully you get all that you need here. Listener League's a big matchup, obviously, that you want to try and take down. Hopefully you're able to do that, represent the TFW crew, so to speak. You're the only one of us left. I could not get the job done last week. I am alive in my Dynasty League of Record. Because of Kirk Cousins' performance last week. So that is semifinals there. Shout out to Chris Hannon, who I'm playing in that league. And then I'm alive in the You Gon' Learn Today League. Shout out to my boys over there. We drafted in Vegas this year. I have a strong-ass team, and we're ready to hopefully take down that ship. Is
that semis also?
What's that?
The semifinals also, or is the finals this week?
Yeah, semifinals also. Got really nice team there. Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Ken Walker, Alvin Kamara. So it's a good solid core. We'll see if I can take it down because I am facing Steve Cool, who has a stacked roster as well. But enough about our teams. Let's get into Whisper Nation stuff and their questions here. And we'll start all the way at the top with Eric Zubert. Not a question, but he said he wanted to wish us all and the Whisper Nation family a Merry Christmas / Happy Holidays. Same to you, Easy Daddy, to you and yours and everybody else watching with us. We hope you're safe. We hope you're warm, because there's crazy weather going on out there. Donnie's ass sitting in Newport Beach, 72 degrees, like just rubbing it in my face, just sending me updates every hour on the hour. No. But we hope you're warm. We hope you're safe, and we hope you're with family or with loved ones and having a great time. All right, before we get into this, because it's Christmas Eve, favorite Christmas tradition, Donnie? Do you have one?
Oh, man. My favorite Christmas tradition is probably just like, my mom always gets us stockings still, even though all our kids are old as fuck now. And if we spend the night before, my sister and I still to this day, she's 2 years older than me. We're both in our 30s. Still to this day, we'll wake up like 6 a.m. and like
go get them.
open the stockings and like
Yeah,
wait for everyone else to open the gifts. And as a family, we take turns opening gifts also, which I really like.
yeah.
Like everyone will watch me open a gift and then they'll say thank you.
You got like somebody plays Santa and passes out all
exactly.
the gifts. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. What about you?
I am similar. Actually, my favorite tradition is stockings. That's funny you said that because I just thought it was always great. You know, as I got older, my dad would put like scratchers in there.
Yeah, so we got
yeah. So and then he'd like randomly put an orange or an apple in there.
You mean
and
Santa?
Honestly, yeah. Well, Santa. Sorry if anybody's watching. It was Santa and my dad, who happened to be the same person. But you know how it works. Anyways, let's jump into it. Lauren L is asking Herbert or Fields, and also McKinnon or Keenan Allen. I've been talking a lot on this stream, so Donnie, why don't you start off, and I'll add anything in here.
Do we know the weather in Chicago?
Chicago is supposed to be cold.
Anything?
I've heard it might be windy as well, from what I was reading yesterday. But with Fields,
tough defenses.
I think
it doesn't matter with Fields, right?
Yeah,
with the running game, man.
And I do think Indy is pretty good against the pass.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'll go Fields. Just he's been so athletic and so crazy.
I kind of peeked at this question, and like cheated a little bit. But I think the only QBs I'd be starting over Fields are Mahomes, Allen, and if Lamar was playing, right? I feel like those are the guys I'd be starting over Fields.
Would you start?
I don't know if I'd start even Burrow over Fields.
I was going to say Burrow versus New England's a tough matchup.
Yeah, I think I'd be running with Fields. I like that. I think Fields, again, the rushing upside. So even if the wind's out there, and he knows, they were asking him in the media about the rushing record because he's close to it. He needs about 70-something a game to get it, and he knows how far off he is. So if he knows that, he's going to be running. And last week, that one run that should have been a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds, that was ungodly in a good way. So I'm with you there. McKinnon or Keenan Allen in the flex?
McKinnon's been on one.
Yeah, I don't know how you bench McKinnon, right?
Is this the week where you start him and then he fails you? I don't know. I would
maybe, but
RB1 twice in a row versus Seattle.
In fact, in the last 3 weeks, no player has scored more fantasy points than Jerick McKinnon over the last 3 weeks. So I don't know how you bench that. You got
McKinnon.
Even in a PPR, even Keenan Allen, the great Keenan Allen. I mean, McKinnon's going up against Seattle. And it looks like Kansas City's just ready to hand the reins to McKinnon.
Yeah.
Pacheco's a little bit of a grinder and a banger, but they like McKinnon in the red zone.
Our boy Johnny with the weather update.
Yeah.
Super cold, negative
and windy.
14.
Feels like negative 14. That's like Josh Allen stepped out there and was like, "This is all you got?" He was like Lieutenant Dan on top of the boat. This is all you call this a storm? Yeah, Josh Allen's ready, dude. Ready to rock and roll. Drop a 5
fun games
game
today, man.
Yeah,
fun.
Brett Johnson, my man in my league of records, saying desperately trying not to get last here. Goff or Purdy? And then he says Waller, Knox, Hunt, MVS, pick 2. So Goff or Purdy? I'm just going to jump in here. Goff being on the road scares the shit out of me. I think he averages about 25 points at home versus 9 points on the road. Now, last week, I know he got 17 on the road against the Jets, so not bad showing. I'm going with Purdy, man, and all those weapons he's got. I think it's a little bit more insulated.
Chase Young starting doesn't scare you even more?
No, I not really. And they said he's going to be on a snap count, most likely. So, and that offensive line is just dealing right now. I mean, we saw firsthand on the watch party what they did to Seattle. Not to rub it in your face. I really didn't mean any ill will there. But again, it's like we saw it firsthand. Dump it off to Kittle, 2 touchdowns because of the way Kittle can run with the ball. And they, even without Debo, they got CMC, they got Ayuk dealing. I think I'm rolling with Purdy. I think it's a safe floor. You're trying to get a floor play in here. I think Goff could absolutely bottom out and not in the way you'd like, to bottom out.
They're both very, very scared for me this week. Purdy's looked better than anyone thought he would imaginally look as the last pick taken in the draft. And he just has those
physically, he's good looking, or
no,
you don't. No. You're like,
no,
fuck the 49ers, dude. He's ugly as shit.
My mother-in-law might be watching, so I'm not going to talk shit about the 49ers right now. But,
smart man.
I don't know. They both have horrible floors and okay ceilings, and I think Goff's ceiling is better than Purdy's. Especially,
I would agree with you that I do think his ceiling is better.
Yeah,
and you do have a point here. Goff and the Lions, their team total implied is 23, whereas the Niners is actually 22. They face Washington at home. But remember that I think Washington's secondary is where you can get them.
Yeah.
And even Saquon
the pass
got
rush,
them
though,
on.
has Purdy versed a good pass rush in his 3 starts.
So let's see. He had Miami. So they have a decent pass rush.
Yeah.
He came in for the Miami game, and then they played who did they play before Seattle?
I can't remember.
Or maybe Seattle was the game, wasn't it?
No, it was the 3rd game that he played. Was us. I can't.
Oh, Brady and the Bucks. They played the Bucks.
Yeah, and they've been injured on defense too. I don't know. This pass rush to Washington is great. That's the reason they're 7-6-1.
Well, I don't think we helped Brett Johnson here with this because I think we're going either side of it. And I'm sorry,
Brett.
I think
Sorry.
Based on what I say is I just don't trust Goff on the road. I just see the splits, and I'm just not trusting him on the road. I take Purdy at home again. The Washington's got to be like licking their chops here and a little bit upset because. Licking their wounds, I mean, after that Giants loss. So I think the Niners put it on them, and I think, Purdy's got a good shot at 2 touchdowns at least.
I like that.
All right. Waller, Knox, Hunt, MVS, pick 2. She's got a couple tight ends in there. So here's what I'm thinking, and hear me out. Chubb came in a little banged up, right? Now he's going to play. I think it was like a maintenance deal, but they're not going to throw in this game. They were saying this game, the Cleveland Saints game, it has a similar forecast to the Bills-Patriots game last year where Mac Jones only threw like 2 times. So give me the running backs in that game. I like Kamara, I like Chubb, 100%. And I even like Hunt. And so I take Hunt, and I think I'd roll with Waller. Do you have any other feeling here? I know he was kind of not used, and he scored that touchdown last week. He could be chasing points a bit. But
man,
Waller or Knox, I think, for me.
I was going to say, I think I would chase Knox. I think he has a better chance for the touchdown from your boy saying the
pretty
weather.
Shitty weather.
I don't. Yeah, but you're saying it doesn't bother him, right?
Well, yeah, Allen doesn't care, but
run.
He's got a
goal
cannon.
Line, play action, tight end is my.
If anybody could throw through the wind, it's Josh Allen, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I like Hunt 100%, and I think you roll the dice with one of the tight ends.
Okay, I think Knox is the right play. Let me look at the team totals for these guys.
Is Waller completely healthy now? I haven't really looked at
that. He came back and he was limited last week.
49%.
And 3 catches, I think, and one of those 3 targets, and one was a touchdown.
Yeah.
So he got home, but it's kind of tough. So the team total for Buffalo, even with the nastiness, this is a live team total, is 24. For the Raiders, it's only 18. Because that game's a -10 right now, feels like, as well, based on some of the weather reports. So I'm with you. I'm actually going to flip. So I'm going to go Knox and Hunt. So hopefully that helped Brett Johnson. We're split on Goff and Purdy, but I think we both like Knox and Hunt. Merry Christmas to our guy, Jersey Mother Effin' J in the house. What's up, Jersey J? You're doing the flex, the Jersey J flex.
I can't do it as good as him.
Yeah, I'm going to flex and bust out of this ugly sweater. Okay, Knox, Otten, or Njoku.
I love the way they spelled Njoku.
Yeah,
you got to know. You got to go to Njoku.
Weather's really nasty, but I like Njoku because you were talking me into this a little bit. The tight ends, I think, in the weather are at least like their routes are like sit down routes. I feel like they're going to get soak up a little bit more, especially in a PPR. Jason Hackward. What up? Very happy with my picks today. Hope everyone else is too. Let's get that W. Jason coming in. Merry Christmas, everyone. Good vibes in the chat. I appreciate it. Anthony, our guy, says Merry Christmas. J.K. Dobbins or Ken Walker, full point PPR.
I'll let you take this because you were talking about one of these guys before.
You were supposed to take this.
You were supposed to take this.
Right now, I'm looking at ESPN, and they're showing DK Metcalf with a ski mask and no shirt on out there catching balls. I wish it was Ken Walker. Yeah, I wish it was Ken Walker. I'd get more jacked and I'd just say Ken Walker. Look, the problem is, can you look at
Ramondre and Ken Walker are officially active.
Yeah, we kind of figured this would be the case. I was looking to get a Schefter or somebody to be like, he's going to be a full workload. They don't expect him to be limited, something like that. Once in a while we get those. We haven't gotten that. So, Donnie, can you look at Dobbins' targets over the last couple of weeks? Because I'd like
So
to see
it's
where he's at.
weird.
'Cause
I'm looking at it right now. So he's only gotten 43 and 38 snap percentage shares, but he had 15
right.
carries and 13 carries. He's getting great production when he's out there, but for targets, 0 and 1.
Yeah, I think this is where I would just kind of go with Ken Walker. And look, like Ken Walker is the riskiest play right now. Just based if you looked at fantasy Twitter, you see how people are terrified to play him. But it's similar to last week. They were terrified to play him. It was a tough matchup, and he ended up saving the day with like a 30-yard reception. He ended up getting to like 9 points. And I think that's what's possible. They continue to target him. He continues to run on long down and distance and 2-minute warning.
It's cold as fuck in KC right now too.
Yeah,
So
I gotta think they're gonna want to run it to slow down the game, keep away from Mahomes. And I honestly think that's why they activated so many backs, because it's like, yeah, we're running is going to be our game plan today. And if Walker goes down, we need to be able to pound it still. That is my take on it. And that could be a little biased because I want Walker to succeed, but I do think that I would go Walker. And it does sway. If it was standard, I'd probably go with Dobbins because of the PPR aspect, and I think it's a safer floor to project him to get more carries, but that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I like that.
Johnny Hicks and Merry Christmas, Whisper Nation. What's going on, Johan Berg? Albert says, what's up, Donnie and Travie? What's up, Albert? And so Jersey J comes and says, oh, boys, I have no Olave, and I'm not starting Hollywood. Full point PPR, play Godwin or Shark. I'm playing Goff, and I'm playing Swift. Also,
is a good win from the Seahawks, I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Missed an O there. Play Goodwin or Shark? And would you play a wide receiver 3 over Rachaad White? So maybe would I play one of those wide receivers? Would I start them both and bench Rachaad White? I'd be playing Rachaad White. They're playing Arizona. I think it's a decent matchup. He should have a bounce back week. What do you think?
So you got to choose between one of the two, and then
I think
you're starting another one or White.
I think, yeah. I think if you're probably leaning Shark based on what you said with the Lions, how hot they are.
Carolina's decent matchup. He only did have 2 targets.
Goodwin was a little banged up this week in practice too.
Mm-hmm.
But with Lockett out, I feel like Goodwin could be the
Lockett's out. Goodwin's there. We have the rookie Derek Young. That'll be the wide receiver 3, and then Laquan Treadwell will be wide receiver 4. Yeah, I think I'm going upside with Shark.
I feel that. I like that too. The deep threat. You let him get down there. I mean, Goodwin's been that too at times, but not as consistent as Shark has been.
Yeah,
in the Lions offense. So I like that. Yeah, and I wouldn't start either. I wouldn't start Goodwin over Rachaad White. So I think you keep it the way that is. Lady V says, "What's up with you guys, nation? As far as I can see, everybody seems to be happy and healthy, and I'm glad to see that. Yeah, I mean, crazy cold and flu going through the continent right now, the country, the world. But as Lady V says, happy to see everybody healthy and happy and rocking with it. Okay, Johnny Game Time Mix says Lazard or call sweet Richie James. Standard scoring. So we want touchdowns in standard. And if you're asking who has the better shot to score a touchdown, I would actually go with Lazard. That's a massive over-under in that game. It's the only, I think, 50-point over-under on the week because it's played in Miami. And guess what they're not worried about in Miami? Bomb cyclones or, Winter Storm Elliott. They're down there in Miami sipping daiquiris with their shades on. So I like Lazard. I think he's a decent shot to score. Richie James is going to be your target hog, and they're playing in a dome. So he's definitely got a chance, but I think the better shot to score is Lazard.
I think so too. We always say Miami is a mini version of KC the last few weeks. Also, you like the matchup. Yeah. The weather's not an issue.
Johnny says they're the target version of KC.
Yeah. And Richie
James not terrible. I like target.
Yeah.
Richie James scares you. Yeah. And Darius Slayton's had some games. So you've had some situations.
Yeah, I'm looking at Richie James's right now too. 5 targets, 9 targets, 3 targets, 6
Would you start Marquise Goodwin or would you start Richie James? Asking for a friend in Dynasty.
Probably Richie James.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with too. Okay, cool. God, I got so nervous right there. Johan Berg says half-point PPR, Marquise Brown or Drake London. Thanks.
What quarterback starting in Arizona? Is it?
I don't know. I got an update yesterday saying that they think, Colt McCoy was out there practicing. So did he get cleared? Do we even know?
I have no idea. I'm moving this week, Whisper Nation. So I'm like, information has left the building.
No breathing.
19 hours ago, he remains out but progressing. That's all I had.
That doesn't tell me shit.
McCoy concussion. Who's been ruled out for Sunday's game?
Okay,
so
I would go Drake London.
Drake London.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. So you hate to see it because Marquise Brown had a great start to the year.
Oh yeah,
great start to the year.
I want to see. Have you seen the HBO Hard Knocks live season?
I
for the
watched
Cardinals? Like, is it a shit
2
show?
episodes. I mean, from what Pat McAfee's been talking about it in the last week, it's become quite a shit show. Like,
damn.
Which makes sense. I mean, they are a shit show right now.
They thought they were going to be dominant.
They're like, yeah, we'll sign up to do this show, and then it's like they have like the worst season going on. So, sorry, Johnny, earmuffs. All right, Fame Tiger says, "Help me! I'm in the playoffs. My main running backs are Connor and Derrick Henry. I need 2 wide receivers and a flex in PPR. So Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans. Running backs are Ramondre Stevenson, Dave Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, and Zach Moss."
Wow. And you like to start one of those running backs?
Yeah, that's what sucks there is I want to be starting both of them. But I'll start Stevenson. I just think with
Monty's
Fields
close. I like Monty in that game.
But Fields kind of jacks those touchdowns once in a while.
And Damian Harris is out.
Well, and Khalil Herbert is coming back. I don't know if he's active for this game, but he should be close. So anyways, I think we're in lockstep on Stevenson. Yeah. So that's your flex.
Who's Stephon Stevenson?
Huh?
You said we're going to lock Stephon Stevenson. I don't know.
No, we're in lockstep on Stevenson as well.
Oh, lockstep. Okay.
Yeah.
Stephon Stevenson's coming to the league.
Stephon Stevenson. Sounds like if he was hurt, somebody that he'd come in as an alias or something. Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans. I tell you, I know we just said this about Marquise Brown, but DeAndre Hopkins has always balled no matter who the quarterback is.
You just lob it up to him, man. Those giant mitts of it, right?
He's just got such a good catch radius. I mean, remember, this is the guy that like played with just absolute trash in Houston before Deshaun Watson. And I like Hopkins. I think he's going to be a huge target for McSorley. So I'm going Hopkins, and then I think I'm going Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
Or Keenan Allen. So why don't you talk me through who you'd go as your second wide receiver?
Man, I was.
You agree with Hopkins?
I was being a little scary. I do agree with Hopkins.
Okay,
I do. I was trying to scare myself and say the matchup is nice for Mike Evans.
Oh my! It's sad.
He had 9 targets the last 2 weeks.
That's a ballsy one. I mean, he has not been good.
Yeah. 83 yards, 5 catches last week.
You think it's time to trust back into him? You think that's enough? I'd be okay with that.
Tough
Keenan
Allen,
tough secondary.
Terry
McLaurin going to deal with tough matchups. San Francisco. I'm with you. We go Hopkins. We go Evans. We go circa 2015 fantasy players here, and we get
I drew you into my craziness. I'm not too
crazy. I mean, it's Christmas, dude. Everybody gets a gift here.
Thank you. You're my gift.
Merry Christmas, Fame Tiger. Glad we could help. Hopefully you get that win. My guy Hannibal in asking for standard scoring also in our League of Records says Marquise Goodwin or Corey Davis. Well, Corey Davis already played, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. So Goodwin.
Yeah. Hannah's saying I'm going to lose in Dynasty. I don't believe so. Festivus is Seinfeld. Thank you, Jay. That's correct. Jersey Jay, I hope Henry gets a rolled ankle. Sorry, Elo. No, that's my Dynasty team, dude. Jay, don't say that. Facing Henry, Diggs, and Kelsey, I curse them all. Jason Hackwood says, Big T, Dylan or Jones? Okay, so he's splitting our questions up. I like this. Actually, more Whisper Nation should do this. Structured questions. Tell us who you want to answer which one. I like it.
Perfect.
If you're talking about Aaron Jones and PPR, I'm going that, especially with the over and under. I just think it's a good environment for our scorers. And I know A.J. Dillon got the 2 touchdowns last week, but it was a cold game in Lambeau. This is not going to be a cold game. This is going to be a game where I think they'll have a little bit more balls, cojones to throw it around. And I like Aaron Jones in that. And then he says, Donnie, Goodwin or Treadwell? Oh, you saved a really good one for you.
So Goodwin is dealing with some injuries, but he's officially active and he's out there. And like I was saying earlier, I think Treadwell's going to play, but I think he'll be wide receiver 4 behind Derek Young. I don't know if you guys watched the game last week. Derek Young had an amazing fucking catch at the 1 yard line, but it was called back for a holding. It looked incredible. He's I think a 6th round rookie, and they're excited about him. And Treadwell is, he's only been on the team for a few weeks. I think it's a little scary to start Treadwell over Goodwin. Goodwin has a speed. He's out there. He's active. I'd go Goodwin.
I like it. Jair's coming in, Minshew or Goff. This is where I'm going to go against Donnie's Goff. I'm actually going to ride with Minshew Magic here.
I don't mind that.
Great offensive line. Great.
I like Minshew, man. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah, he's incredible. I mean, just the story. He could go out there and just flop. He's like what we wanted Baker Mayfield to be.
Yeah.
He is. He's just a dog out there. I love it. Comes in with his fighter jet jacket.
I wanted the Seahawks to trade for him in the offseason. Before I knew Geno was great. Pro Bowl Geno.
You should trade Geno for him.
No. I'm good.
Lady V says, Merry Christmas. You two have a wonderful Christmas. You as well, Lady V. Appreciate you watching. Super cold. We talked about that. Johan Berg saying, what's up, Johnny? Just highlighting people's conversations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Johan Berg. Half point PPR need upside. Freiermuth or Taysom Hill? I'm rolling with Taysom Hill this week.
Hill. I saw something rolled up they're like playing Hill everywhere next week. It popped up a couple weeks ago. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know what it was, but I saw it and I got excited. Yeah,
I mean, I love it because what has been the actual position they've used him the most at this year? Running back.
Yeah.
From the Wildcat, they've had him run as the quarterback or whatever. And so for me in this game where it's going to be nasty, I'd be rolling him and Kamara out there 1-2 all the time, and you get some of that craziness. Like, is Taysom going to throw it or is he going to run it or is he going to throw it to himself because he's a tight end,
You could do that, bro. I believe in it.
Goff is a top 5 QB last month. Can't bench that. Yeah, I mean, he's top 5, but look at the splits, Jersey J. Look at him playing at home versus away and tell me that you can trust him on the road. Because I sure can't. I mean, most of his season as a good quarterback is buoyed on like 4 games that are over 25 at home. So I love Goff when the matchup's right. And I'm not saying Carolina's some gangbuster, but their defense has been a lot better lately.
Decent, yeah.
And it's on the road. Now I don't know how the weather. It's probably one of the better weather games for an outdoor game this week, being in the South, but it'll just always depend on your options, And like we talked through it, I think Goff and the Purdy was Goff Minshew. Those are kind of the different.
Yeah. Goff is now the Ben Roethlisberger of fantasy football.
Yeah, dude. He can give you
splits.
Yeah, he can give you those 4 touchdown games, but he can also kill you on the road.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lucero says, hey, guys, Merry Christmas Eve to you. Merry Christmas Eve to you, Emmanuel. Pick one in standard. Isaiah Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, Zach Moss. Thank you. Say it with me. Jerick McKinnon. I have to go McKinnon here. Again, we talked about it at the top a little bit, Emmanuel. Maybe you were not here yet. But over the last 3 weeks, no player at any position has scored more points than Jerick McKinnon. And that means you'll start him today and he'll have 3. But I don't think
will have 80.
I think this is a great matchup, especially for your receiving running backs against Seattle. We all know how they are a sieve that way. So
running backs really against Seattle recently, man. Everyone's running all over Seattle.
Johnny, our resident weatherman here. Guy from ESPN said they have no idea how a pass will be completed in Cleveland versus New Orleans game. Yikes.
Taysom Hill.
I have Kamara in a league. I'm loving this. Just give me all the Kamara runs in this game, but it is the lowest over-under. I do have Cleveland's defense in another league too.
I'm playing a couple games. I'm working a couple games today. I'm not sure which ones. I hope it's not that one because it's hard to work.
You should probably figure out which games.
I should probably. I'm 58 minutes away from working a game.
Understanding which games. Yeah. Baby Santa, I love it. Sup, fellas? Big game this week. Big night for you this week coming in, Baby Santa. Should I start Juwan Johnson or Komet in half-point PPR? Fields my QB if that changes anything. Well, the weather, honestly, the comment before you that Johnny said kind of changes it for me. I don't know if I'd be rolling with Juwan Johnson in that weather. So maybe I'd go Komet here. And with that double dip with Fields, I think I think
Yeah.
if everything was equal, I guess it's a bad game in Chicago too, bad weather, but not as bad. I mean, do you go Juwan Johnson?
No, I like the double dip. I think
Yeah, okay.
even if the weather was great, I think I might still roll the double dip.
That's bold. I think if the weather was equel, I'd go with Juwan Johnson. He's been awesome.
Donnie Bold Tubbs is what they call me.
I've never heard anybody call you that.
I've never.
Sleek says, "Merry Christmas Eve, fellas. Merry Christmas Eve." Sleek. Full point PPR, Michael Pittman or Jalen Waddle.
Waddle.
How can you not
Waddle,
do Waddle, dude?
Waddle.
I'm going
Yeah,
Waddle.
I think I'm going Waddle. Yeah.
Oh,
do that the rest of the stream. Don't stop.
Kind of made me dizzy. No, dude.
Don't stop. Keep doing it.
The Red Bull in that. Hannibal says Komet or Everett. I'm going to go Everett.
I think that's where I would go Everett.
I think you're going to get the dome matchup in Indy. I think Everett, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, go Everett.
Wide receivers or running backs I can play. Demarcus Robinson, Richie James, McKenzie types. Algier, CPAT. Are you playing any of those guys over Rashad White? So Algier and CPAT get a little interesting. They're playing Baltimore with kind of backup QB situation. I think for me it would be between
PPR as well, right?
Yeah, for me it'd be between CPAT and Rashad White. But since it's PPR, I'm leaning Rashad White. His actual usage in the passing
weird,
game.
Man. That's a weird sentence. For PPR, you're going against CPAT. That's a weird sentence, just because.
Well, yeah, because CPAT hasn't been.
Exactly.
He hasn't been used lately that way. I know. Yeah, it's very counterintuitive to what we thought we knew about this setup. And it's hard for.
That's weird.
It's tough to trust CPAT in the passing game. And then now that Algier's kind of coming on, it's tough to trust that he's going to get enough of the running game or the goal line carries.
Did you know Algier? Like, I feel like I haven't watched any football this year. Algier has the third most running yards out of all rookie running backs.
Well, he's had some really big games down the stretch.
Yeah, I was like, what? Because I remember watching that. I was like, he doesn't look very good.
Yeah, well, at the beginning of the season, he didn't.
Yeah.
But he's kind of come on lately. I don't think he's anything special, but he's definitely they pound the rock there. They have a good running game.
Good enough.
Run
he's usable. He gets the yards.
Harrison Butker or Brett Mayer this week. I love Brett Mayer this week. They're in a dome. They have one of the highest team totals. Brett Mayer's been killing it. I'd be going with that.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I hate kickers. I hate them. For kicking, I look for a good weather game and a high scoring game. So whatever.
Yeah. He says this guy says I hate kickers, but I have a strategy. I understand that, but yeah. Okay.
I don't even know their names. I hate them.
How do you even say that? Kicker?
Yeah.
Kicker?
I wish punters were in fantasy football. I'd rather have a punter on my team.
That's how bad you are tilted by kickers. You're like,
I've lost so many games in the past because a kicker got.
Well, that's what you say. It's because of a kicker, but maybe you didn't do the other lineup decision that could have helped you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a butterfly effect. You got to have a short memory. Our resident weather and insider Johnny Game Time Egg says NFL pushing back the Texans-Titans kickoff by 1 hour due to power outage in Tennessee.
Hopefully that's not the game I'm working.
I'm surprised Johnny didn't go according to Adam Schefter and me. That would have been a great. You got to do that
according
next
to him,
time.
honestly. We'll say according to Johnny Game Time Hicks.
Can't play any pass catcher on that Chicago game with 30-mile-an-hour plus winds. I really hope Josh Allen doesn't have a stinker today. All the running by Josh Allen. Ayo, it's Greg. What's up, Greg? Pick two flexes. Pittman.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, it is cool. Little monkey with the 3D glasses.
I don't think it's a monkey.
Is it a monkey?
No, it has like
a bear.
Bear's face, bear's nose.
Ayo, Greg, let us know.
Let us know.
Pick two flexes: Pittman, Monty, Ayuk, Dobbins, DJ Moore, or Zeke. Wow, you got some options here.
I think my favorite in there is Monty. Do you disagree?
I like Monty. And then I was looking at Zeke, or maybe Pittman, or maybe Dobbins. So I just like Dallas's scoring environment.
I was gonna say I kind of like Zeke, which is gross.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm going Monty and Zeke.
Yeah.
Choose two: Ken Walker, Dave Montgomery, Swift. Woo-wee.
It's the first two.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's hard to trust Swift.
Yeah.
Justin Jackson coming in, taking some carries.
Bro, that's so weird. I texted you. I was like, why the fuck
Yeah.
is Jackson getting the goal line carries early in the game too? I was like, what the hell?
It's some absolutely weird stuff going on in Detroit. Can't explain it. Don't care to try. It's just they're hot and they're running the way they want to run, so you can't blame them.
It's been working for them. So who am I to judge?
Shamir Khan says, "Hey guys, what's going on, Shamir? Gabe Davis or Jahan Dotson?"
I think you gotta go Dotson because that weather apparently.
The wind, yeah. I really did like Davis's matchup coming into this, but
yeah,
I might go Jahan Dotson. Jersey J, you don't think that's too many Lions? Shark, Goff, and Swift? Thanks, guys. I mean, if you're going to invest in an offense, it might as well be a good one like the Lions. I mean, they've been putting up numbers. So
well, and we like Chark over
Goodwin.
And then who were the other Swift options? CPAT and Algier and those guys?
Yeah, you're not
kidding. So I like it.
Yep. Well, the good thing about it is you're saying you have 3 Lions, but one of them's a quarterback. So, Goff can easily get a touchdown to Shark and Swift in this game. And then you have 2 double dips, in this game. So you like that setup.
Lion.
Ooh, nice. As Pat McAfee says, it's the brand new Lions. Halfway PPR, Donovan Peoples-Jones or Brandon Cooks considering bad weather. Thank you. Well, I can't play DPJ in that game.
And Cooks is active. I think he was dealing with a little something, but I just got the update that he's active. So
yeah.
I mean, they're starting what's his face now, right? The tight end at quarterback this week. Didn't they announce that?
Who? Oh, Driscoll?
Driscoll. Aren't they starting Driscoll?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think so.
Who else you got? What are your other options?
Yeah, I mean, is Richie James out on the waivers?
Yeah.
Marquise Goodwin, I would take over these options this week. I would love DPJ. I'm a big DPJ guy, but I'm a big DPJ guy.
Yeah, sure.
Brian McGowan. Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for your weekly help Money Day. Brian, I appreciate you always on Twitter, reaching out to us. Got to meet you out at the expo. You're a great guy. Appreciate all the help and support. So Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Jersey J, if I win, I go to the championship, boys. Congratulations, man. Get that win. Go get the W. Chance at 40 grand. Damn, what league you playing in? Main event?
10% of that?
Yeah, we have a finder's fee. Yeah. Now, if you lose, what's the Donald Trump quote? If they lose, I don't think I should take any blame. And if they win, I think I should get all the credit. So I think that's how it should go. Jersey J.
I agree.
Yeah. BRB 9910.
Ooh, this is a question made for Travi. I love this.
No, dude, this is definitely. Don't you see right here where he says Donnie answer this? That's what the do is. Do I start Deontay Johnson? It's the start of your name, Donnie. Deontay Johnson or Marquise Brown?
So gross, God. Man. Is this where we finally go Deontay?
I'm trying not to be too inappropriate here on Christmas Eve, but I'm thinking of Tropic Thunder, where Tom Cruise is like, take a step back and literally fuck your own face. Like, I just feel like, do I start either of these? I don't want to start any of them. I'd probably go.
It is gross, but he was. Yeah, I gotta go Deontay. He had 10 targets, 8 targets, 11 targets, 8 targets, and last week he was in our scoring. Let me check standard scoring or regular PPR. He was the wide receiver 11, which is bad. And then Marquise Brown has his 3rd quarterback, and you gotta go.
And as Jersey J coming in here with a news, appreciate that breakdown, Donnie. Sorry, Harris is inactive here. Ramondre should get a lot more work.
And Travi always says Deontay is the new Antonio Brown of fantasy football.
Oh,
that's what Travi
trying to get me back for your Sam Ehlinger stuff. Yeah, yeah. The new old Antonio. You know when Antonio was like being weird, and he's actually the Raiders version of Antonio Brown. You know, the one that never saw the field. Yeah. Killa Quick says, do I dare start Scary Terry against San Fran? My other flex options are Khalil Herbert, Latavius Murray, Brian Robinson, Richie James, Zach Moss, full point PPR. Oh, Brian Robinson, terrible matchup. I'd love to start him here, but I'd go Scary Terry. I think I just go Scary Terry with the talent. You know he's going to get like 25% market share. Now some of that's going to be inefficient. Some of it's going to be it's a bad matchup. But Taylor's a gunslinger, so he's going to at least get a couple deep shots to him. You got to hope one of those hits. I think it's the right move because it's like all these other guys, all these other running backs are. Murray's dinged up and missed practice.
Is he?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He came in.
I was going to say he had 24 carries last week. I didn't know.
And who do they play? Who does Denver play? The Rams. So it's
Rams. And you can run against the Rams.
I mean, if you want to trust that, my thing is the foot injury. He's a 33-year-old running back who missed practice this week with a foot injury.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't know about the injury thing. So don't let
Well, no, and I think I could be like getting a little too scared with it. So I just want to give it credence here, but
it makes sense.
I'm going Scary Terry. I'm just trusting my studs.
And the beta that is the mid-30s Russell Wilson is back. So
yes, exactly. The beta that can't throw more touchdowns than his toilets is back. All right, let's see. Marquise Goodwin or Gabe Davis? That was the question, really, not Corey Davis.
I still think
I would still go Gabe Davis.
Really?
I know the weather's there, but I'm kind of off of the good. I really think Seattle's going to try to approach this as a run-heavy game, and I think it's going to be DK and Ken Walker or whoever else with Ken Walker because he gets dinged up or something.
So you're just hoping Davis gets somehow like a 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I think if there's anybody that can make that ball work, it's Josh Allen. And I also think that Davis hasn't been against scoring in the red zone when they're close either. So it could be a close distance touchdown too. I don't love it, but I think I love Gabe Davis' shot at a touchdown better than Marquise Goodwin, just to be honest with you.
I think I would go Goodwin.
Okay. You're wrong.
It's a I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, it didn't move at all.
Yeah, it's like, no, it shrunk maybe a tiny bit, but
yeah, it went inside my body.
Yeah.
Eric Saldana for flex spot. Should I start Jerry Jeudy, Zach Moss, Hollywood Brown, or Deontay Johnson? Full point PPR. More Deontay Hollywood.
Are we gonna? I might want to choose Deontay, honestly.
Oh no.
No?
Yeah, probably. It's either Deontay or Jeudy. I think Sutton is actually going to be back though. He's been practicing. I know everybody picked up Zach Moss and they're like tempted to play him, but Deion Jackson's going to be involved. I just don't trust the Colts.
Same.
And Zach Moss sucks. I mean, there's all of that at play here. He's just not good. So
I wasn't expecting that. That was awesome. That was great. Yes, he sucks.
He's just not good.
I think, I'm going Deontay.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with it, I think.
Mark Da Silva says, pick 3, full point PPR. Chubb, Higgins, Pittman, Dobbins. Chubb, obviously. Higgins, obviously.
I think.
And then it's Dobbins?
I think
Dobbins. I think so. I'm with you there, too. Chad Doak, Connor, Singletary, Mostert, Pacheco. Pick 2.
Connor.
Like Connor and Singletary.
Yeah, the weather with Singletary might be nice. Do you think he's so little, though, the weather might just pick him up?
Blow
like he'll just float in the air.
I kind of like Mostert, too, to be honest with you.
I kind of like Pacheco. He's getting all those carries. Sorry.
I kind of like them all.
Carries, and he's versus Seattle. But
we've been banging the drum for McKinnon here.
Both.
Pick a side.
They're going to run all over us.
That's a good call. All right, I'm with you. Connor and Pacheco. Lock it in.
Singletary's not, though.
Eric says pick one QB.
Yeah.
Goff, Watson, A-Rod, Russ, or Minshew. I might go Rodgers here. I like Rodgers here. It's a high over-under. They got a high team total. He's coming off a decent game. Yeah. Screw the Santa hat, Big Travi. Where's your Minshew Mania hat? I wish I had one. Christmas is here, Johnny, so you know what to do. Baki, you send happy holidays of the Whisper crew. Need 2 running backs and a flex out of Derrick Henry, Dave Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, and Brian Robinson. So we're playing Derrick Henry and Montgomery, and I think Brian Robinson would be my flex.
I like that.
Home versus away golf is a huge difference. Yeah, absolutely, man. Those splits are terrible. Chad, Merry Christmas, fellas. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Mary Chrysler.
Who to play at flex? Kamara, Ayuk, Higgins, or Keenan Allen? Man, you can only start one of those guys.
6-team league?
I'm going to go Kamara just because of the game. I think he gets a lot of usage. I want to go Higgins, but they're playing New England.
Yep.
Tough defense, so I'm going to go Kamara. What about you, Donnie? You agree?
Yeah, like we said, we like all the running people in the New Orleans versus Cleveland. I like Kamara.
Well, and in all these shitty games, right? Like the Buffalo game, we're like trying to get Singletary into our lineup a little bit. Also, who to play at running back? Elliott, Sanders, or Kamara? Standard. Whew. Give me Sanders. And I'm saying this because Kamara's been a little bit inefficient. Elliott's got the timeshare. Sanders with Minshew in, I think they're going to lean on Sanders quite a bit this week. And he's coming off the squeaky wheel game. Remember, he didn't get a lot of carries last week, and there were shots of him yelling at Sirianni on the sideline. So I think this could be a game where they like kind of recommit back to Sanders to help Minshew out and kind of go with that.
You think Minshew will be good enough to get them goal line opportunities, enough to get Sanders?
Bro, last time Minshew played, he not only had 2 touchdowns and I think over 300 yards, but they won last year. So I can't believe you're sitting here and you have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to question Gardner Minshew.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I understand. It was a beta move, but
yeah,
you know,
it's all right.
Expect better out of you. That's all. No, I feel you there. It is tough when they go to a backup. You kind of wonder, hey, can this sustain? Elliott in the offense. It's tough for me to bench Elliott or Kamara, but I just think that Sanders hasn't been getting enough love this year, and I think this would be the nice week to pivot to it, and I'm riding that little bit of a wave with it. Do you have a strong take the other way, though? Do you like Kamara a little bit more?
Well, I like Kamara, and I think he's starting them. We told him to start him at the flex already, and I think I want to stick with that.
Okay.
The Elliott Sanders thing is close for me.
Yeah.
I kind of lean a slightly bit towards Elliott just because I think they're going to have playing a backup. I don't know. I slightly Elliott. I like them both over Sanders, but I get Sanders also.
Yeah. Jersey Chase is starting Goddard over Njoku due to weather. You guys feel the same? I'm good with this. And you know why? Because those 2 touchdowns that Gardner Minshew threw last year, guess who they were to? Dallas Goedert. So we love that. We love that Minshew's already got a little bit of a connection with Dallas Goedert. So fine with pivoting back to him, even off the injury. Johnny quoting my quote to
big night, Baby Santa.
Yeah, Baby Santa out there. Cheers and Merry Christmas to you, Baby Santa. Jersey J says, Algier reminds me of a Nick Chubb type. It's an RB bust even with 20 touches. Chubb had 99 yards last week, I think, but didn't score. Only 9.9 points. But Algier had 5 touches last week.
I guess that kind of makes sense. My mind directly
like a poor man. Yeah, poor man.
No, Jersey, you're a fucking.
He's not even
idiot.
close to. Yeah, he's not even close. Yeah,
the ability, the eyeball test when I watched those 2.
Well, like you said that Sam Ehlinger is the next Josh Allen. Jersey J saying Tyler Algier's the next Nick Chubb.
I will leave. And I said that
now. Deontay Johnson's the next Antonio Brown. So all these terrible
comments. Like the super poor man's Chubb.
I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it because I just think it's so disrespectful to Chubb.
Yeah, Chubb is just. I always say that.
Jersey
Chubb
J, we're roasting him, and he's like, disregard the above message. It makes no sense. Sorry, buddy.
There we go. All right.
KJ, in a 2-quarterback league, with which 2 quarterbacks do I start? Carr, Purdy, Prescott, or go to waiver wire and add Minshew? I kind of like Prescott and Purdy, but I wouldn't mind going to get Minshew to pair with Prescott. What do you think, Donnie?
I like Minshew Prescott.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'll back you on that one. Fields or Tua 4 times TD? Which one's more likely to get 4 TDs? Give me Tua. The weather in the Chicago game. Now, obviously, Fields can run, but I would think that Tua in that environment at home in Miami could be slinging it more likely. Or is he saying it's a 4-point like TD league? Oh, Donnie, this froze on your face.
Tua, right?
Oh my
You
god, dude!
screenshot
I'm
it?
taking a yeah. I can't wait to send this to you, dude.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're good now. You got a little bit of a lag, but you were like,
I'm just
"Oh,
preparing for
dude,
the
it was
holidays, bro.
classic." Yeah, dude, I'm gonna put it in my story, dude. That shit was great. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that.
Perfect.
Okay. Love you guys. Wish me luck. Have a very Merry Christmas. You as well, Jersey J. Saying I'm so mad I dropped Mustard. Yeah, that's a bummer. Egg Benron says Watson, Rogers, or Dan Demand Jones. I like that. I'm gonna go again. Rogers here. I just go ahead. What do you think, Daniel Jones?
I like Daniel Jones.
In a
I
dome
like him. It's a great
against
matchup,
Minnesota.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great matchup.
I don't mind it.
I might be a little biased because for my wife, I did pick up Daniel Jones because she's had Jalen Hurts take her to the championship, and it was like slim pickings. And I chose Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers.
Slim George Pickens.
So that's why I think I'm going with him.
I like that breakdown. I'm with that. Oh, same question here. Johan Berg, half point PPR, Freiermuth or Fant? Man, Freiermuth has kind of fallen off a cliff. I might go Fant here. Kansas City, a pretty good matchup for your tight end. No Lockett. Fant is active. I'm going to go with Fant. I like it here. I like the upside. This is how far we've come, Donnie. You've talked me into Fant. It took you weeks to do it, and now this is the week you probably.
And then he's going to get 0 points.
Like, yeah, I know. It's not a good one. I feel
I
like
like
I
him. I like it too.
I feel like I screwed up in this game before the championship. I started Knox over Ingram. Well, look, Thursday, that's a tough one. Obviously, Ingram had a game of his life, but you can't do anything about it. Knox gets a touchdown today. You're sitting pretty. Like this is where you're at. Just don't get in your head. Don't make any other drastic decisions. Lock it in. Go with trust with your gut and go with it.
I'm kind of. I don't know if I'm frozen right now. Can you guys hear me?
No, yeah, you're not frozen.
Okay.
You're good.
I had a moral dilemma last week. I'm in this weird league with my cousin and my uncle. It's like best ball, but you can pick up and drop people every week.
Right.
And I had the opportunity. I lost by 2 points, but they have a weird waiver system where I could have cheated and dropped the Seahawks defense for another defense, and I would have won because it would have put it in the starting lineups. And I was like, fuck, should I do it? But I didn't do it. I just want to talk about that real fast because I fucked up too. I picked up, I was this what Killa was saying. I feel like I fucked up and I could have cheated, but I didn't.
Well, it's a good thing that you didn't, especially with Christmas around the corner. You could have found yourself on the naughty list, and I'm just really glad you didn't. So
I'm with humbug.
Ayo, it's Greg says pick 2. Oh, I think we answered this one above. OG Vernon, Rodgers or Daniel Jones in 6-point touchdown. I think we're split on this. I think I like Rodgers. Yeah, I think Donnie likes Danny. So it makes sense. They got Danny similar names.
Yep.
So Eric Saldana, thank you guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. G2 Dragon. GT2_Dragon says, hey, Merry Christmas Eve. Brian Robinson Jr. or DPJ? Oh, man. Tough weather for DPJ. And yeah, I think I would. Yeah, and it's a tough
Travis
matchup.
Loves DPJ.
J. Absolutely. Yeah. That's where I'm going. What up, Ronald? What's up, Travi Clausey says, and at Noah Can't. I don't know if this is a saying he'd pick Noah Fant or a anti-Noah Fant take.
Yeah.
Johnny says Donnie not going on the naughty list. Yeah, good job. Hey, what's Greg? Did you answer? Pick 2? Yeah, we actually answered above, right? What did we say here? Zeke and
Monty and Zeke.
Yep. So appreciate you, Greg, and appreciate everybody else. Donnie, any last words for Whisper Nation before we get out of here on this Christmas Eve?
Merry Christmas. Enjoy times, whatever you're doing, whether it's family, by yourself. Don't play the slapping tortilla game because your brother might mess up and just hit you in the face really hard and cut open your lip and cheek like mine did. So yeah, just have a good holiday.
Makes
absolute good luck to your championship rounds and semi-championship rounds.
Yes. Good luck to everyone. We hope you bring it home. But more importantly, we hope you have a great holiday. And we appreciate you guys rocking with us all season long. For Donnie Tubbs, I am Big Travie. For Johnny Game Time Hicks and Austin Sear, we're the Fantasy Whispers, and we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Right here.
Look at you go. You made it to the end of another
Merry
one of our videos. Hey, if you still have some questions, I totally understand. Or
Merry
you just want
Christmas.
to join an awesome fantasy football community, head on over to our Discord chat. Link is in the description below. And if you're still not sold